Welcome to the Encouraging Word, a place for thoughtful conversation, reflective faith, and encouragement for the journey. I'm Pastor Eric. Wherever you're listening from, I'm glad you're here.
Good morning, beautiful people. This is Pastor Eric, Associate Pastor at Lyndhurst Baptist Church on the west side of Indianapolis, and Indiana State Chaplain for Broken Chains JC, and this is the Encouraging Word. We are continuing in our series, Blessed, Learning to Live the Life of the Kingdom. This week, we are in the second movement, Honest Grief. On Monday, we saw that mourning has a place in the life of the kingdom. Yesterday, we learned that not all sorrow leads to life, and that grief must be held in the presence of God. And so today we take another step forward on this journey. Today's devotion is entitled The Healing Power of Lament. Our scripture for today comes from Psalm 13, verses 1 and 2. How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts and day after day have sorrow in my heart? There is a difference between silent suffering and honest lament. Silent suffering carries pain alone. Lament brings that pain into the presence of God. The Psalms give us language for this, not polished, not restrained, not carefully filtered, but real. How long, Lord? Why, O God? Where are you? Those are not words of weak faith. Those are words of honest faith. Because lament refuses to pretend. It tells the truth about what is broken and brings that truth directly to God. Many of us have learned how to speak about God, but not how to speak to Him in our pain. We have this idea that we think we need to be composed, respectful, and measured. But Scripture shows us something different. God invites us to come honestly, to bring confusion, to bring sorrow, to bring questions, to bring the full weight of what we're carrying. Walter Brueggemann wrote, "The Psalms of lament are acts of bold faith. They insist that God attend to our pain." It's from the Message of the Psalms. Lament is not the absence of faith. It is faith refusing to let go of God, even in the midst of pain. It is saying, I don't understand, but I am still coming to you. And something happens when we do that. Not always immediate answers, and definitely not always instant relief, but connection, presence. And from that presence, slowly healing. So today my invitation is to stop carrying your pain silently. Bring it into the open. Bring it into prayer. Where do you need to say, how long, Lord? What questions have you been afraid to ask? What grief have you been holding without words? You don't need perfect language. Just begin. Because lament is not about having the right words. It is about bringing your real heart to a real God. May you receive this blessing. May you find the courage to bring your pain into the presence of God. May your honesty deepen your connection with Him, and made you discover that even in your questions, He is near. Grace and peace to you, beautiful people.
Thanks for sharing this time with me. I hope these words have given you space to breathe and something steady to carry with you into the rest of your day. Until next time, grace and peace.